Hi everyone, today we're going following on in our marathon in the business that we tend to suffer as a human in order to be someone that can be called as business that majority of the people have at certain times in certain type of decision that they do. They tend to be busy because they suffer with some business that obviously influences how good outcomes are to us in order or coming from the decisions that we do. And today we're gonna make a video about one of the most important type of business that people suffer today, hyperbolic discounting. And what is hyperbolic discounting? Hyperbolic discounting is the cognitive biz where we tend to prefer smaller immediate rewards over larger delayed ones. That's one of the things that I could say that are more deterministic from what in terms of what so creates as a result in our life. People that prioritize smaller immediate rewards over large delayed ones. People that have ability to kind of prefer the large and delayed ones in the future, they tend to have more success than the ones that prefer smaller and immediate ones. But we have to understand that neither holds is easy for some people to expect delayed ones and large ones because some ones can live in a most uncertain environment while other ones not. But then we already go for that, and I'm going to explain how this is so deterministic from people that succeed and other ones that not. So these behaviors occurs because the perceived value of future rewards decreases or is discounted more steeply as the delay of the more steeply as the delay to receive them increases. In simple terms, we overvalue the present and undervalue the value. So basically, is we sometimes I can give more value at $1 million to save today than probably $10 million in 1 year. Some people would prefer to save $1 million today than expect to receive $5 million in 1 year, in 2 years. Even if always considering the value of the time, so consider the existing inflation, so probably think millions to the think million euros or dollars in the future in 1 year, probably today as with inflation. So imagine that probably financially talking as value of a bit less of that for 4.5 millions, even if it's that the cause, which is already something that I'm exaggerating. But even as if it was the case, the present value of $5 million in the future or in the present, so this $5 million in the future will now value 4.5. Even that is much higher than the $1 million received today, but people will receive or will prefer to receive that $1 million today than that amount. And that's so what exemplifies the hyperbolic discounting, that is one cognitive piece that people have. So real life examples, as I said, financial decisions, another type of things, choosing to spend money on immediate pleasures like dining out or buying a gadget rather than saving or investing for long-term benefits. And that's something that's deterministic because, as I said in prior videos, what determines health? Your ability to have more type of savings other than payments, and so what's the type of difference? So how much the saving is higher than the payments, what's the differential multiplied of the quantity of times that it happened, and so your wealth is created. And so people that have not the ability to manage their spends and not working in their revenues, and one of the that we work with our revenues is putting our money so to be renting and being at valuation in stocks or dividends or any other type of way that we can earn in financial markets. It's a difference between so having this money renting or already spending today. Other things that happens a lot, health habits, opting for an healthy snack now instead of waiting for the long-term benefits of a healthier diet. That's something that people as well do a lot. Other thing that people tend to suffer a lot, procrastination, putting off and studying or important work, in putting off studying or important work because the immediate comfort or leisure activities feels more rewarding despite the long-term advantages of completing the tasks early. So basically what we're seeing it is the inability to value how good is a specific reward in the future in comparison with the one, and this overrating how value is something in the present and underrating some type of reward that we will receive in the future. So when we were more susceptible, when we are someone that we're kind of has a habit to have immediate gratification in situations where rewards are immediately tangible, our brain is wired to prioritize this over future benefits. High stress environments, under stress or fatigue, we're more likely to choose quick fixes rather than long-term solutions. Lack of future perspective as well. So when we have difficulty visualizing future rewards or when the benefits seem too abstract, we tend to discount them more heavily. So what seems that we have to work on, it's kind of even easy to understand. So what you have to do is trying to make our brain perceive the real value and not overrating or underrating the reward that is in the future, to so see the real value in comparison with a specific reward that I'm tending to prefer today because it's something that I'm gonna receive now, but is much lower this value than the other one, even discounting to the presence of a reward in the future is much higher, but just because in the future I perceive it as bitch and as a lower enough to prefer so the one that brings me a smaller type of reward right now. So now that I've understand is something that people that is like the main type of beast that people suffer. Now we should focus and try to overcome it. Set clear goals. That's something that helps you because what do you have to do? You're gonna try to become someone that tries to make and tries to achieve more type of delayed type of rewards. And so we have to work with what psychology says that are things that creates motivation so to do certain behaviors that bring us so that type of delayed reward that are bigger than the other ones that are so the ones that we have a tendency to choose because of this cognitive bias. So you're working with psychology. What psychology seems to say that make us to have a more type of probability to do action is working with the revenue. And how we work the revenue, making something that's specific, make it something that we have a more probability in fact to receive it, and so as well the behaviors that we have to do that we're going to have to expend effort since the reward just comes in the long term. We tend to make so the experience of doing the behavior having less costs, so trying to increase the experience of doing the action in order so to be something that you kind of has less costs. So basically what you have to understand is trying to apply these tricks that psychology seems to base that make us have so higher probability to do the behaviors adapted to so these type of behaviors that are the ones that the rewards comes in a long future or not in long future, it can be as well in mid future. So work in trying to create a commitment to the action, try to make the experience better, so attaching good things and try to unattach bad things and making the goal more certain that I'm gonna get it, and so try to understand how much in value is the goal, so it as well increases my perception of value. So how I can put this in a real life example, imagine that I want to become rich. What can be so a specific goal? I want to get 1 million. So I know 1 million. So I could increase the perception of the habits and so increase my probability to the habits that I need to get 1 million. Is trying to understand what's the real value of 1 million. No, I think with 1 million, I could probably for the rest of my life I feel less stressed. So do you remember the last month when I kind of get sick because I was so stressed? Well, I will not face it. Ooh, so it's value. So what I'm working with, see what's the real value of the outcome of just saying it. Oh, 1 million. No, what makes me have also the 1 million to do? Not feeling sadness, having ability to travel. Oh, so seems good. Now I'm feeling more motivated. It's specific. Now I'm gonna try to be and work probably in trying to understand this is something that's certain that I if I do certain actions that I'm gonna get 1 million. Who I know people that were not rich and have get so much more money than even that 1 million, so probably it's possible. Who all right, understand now. How I increase the probability of do this type of long tasks? Probably creating a system, so with more commitment. Well, probably I will to create a sense of any type of task that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna understand how it's is as impacting my end goal. So what it seems that something that I need to get 1 million. I need to create value for other ones. So probably for that I need to become the best version of myself. So I need to exercise, probably I need to study. And now that I'm always going to do these actions when I'm going to study, to feel motivated what I'm doing. Ooh, I'm working toward that type of end goal that I know specifically the value, doesn't make me sick, can travel. Ooh, good. But now even that it's just in the future, so I'm gonna still have to do this long journey. Now so I'm gonna working in now. So I can make this experience of study day to day being better. I'm gonna say that I just one thing that I like. I like to hear music. So I'm gonna say that the only time that I can hear music is when I'm studying. And whatever I'm not studying, I'm not allow me to study. What I have done, I attach to something that's good to the act of study that's not intrinsically as good, just as good because it contributes to the end goal. But as I said, cognitive beats doesn't make me so perceive as so much valuable and so doesn't feeling motivated action toward a end goal that is just in the future. So working in trying to attach the good things to this type of actions that just the reward will can bring in the future is a strategy. What was the other part is working so in the bad type of things. So what are the bad type of things that comes with study? When I have to study, my person said that I'm just a nerd. So what probably can cut this, not saying him that I'm studying, or probably can be as well not being friends of that. So cutting this friendship is another thing so that I'm contributing to feel motivated to study. What I'm doing, just using psychology tricks to not suffer with hyperbolic discounting and so being more prone to perceive better the long type of end goals that so as well by being and not feeling so now with cognitive bees since I'm using the psychology tricks to not suffer with that I'm so be someone that will not have a likelihood to suffer with these bees. So I expect this video helps you to make you more informed and see you in the next one.